another incomplete pass.
Thomas Morstead will punt this one away. Ginn will try his return. Tackled down at the 22. There's been all kinds of build-up and anticipation, and now the rookie quarterback heads onto the field for his first series.
Yeah, I think things have changed so much over the years. These quarterbacks, especially these rookies, they're so much more ready to play than previous years. They get the
touchdown, Cowboys. That's a terrific start for this team, Phil, with the early touchdown.
Yeah, just the way they planned it, man. You get in there during the week, you practice, you look at all that film, and then you say, here's going to be our starting plays for the game. You go out there, you run them, and you score. That is a great feeling.
No return here as he takes a knee in the end zone. The Saints got absolutely nothing out of their previous possession, and here they are back on the field. Another 3 and out, I would have to think, would be very demoralizing to this team right now, Phil.
Yeah, it's going to be demoralizing to the offense, but I'll tell you who's going to be more demoralized is the defense, because they need to sit on the sidelines and get a little rest. So I know there's a lot of pressure on this offense right now.
It's caught by Benjamin Watson.
Hard to guard these tight ends now in the NFL. It really puts the defense in like a quandary. Do we use a big guy? Well, the big guy's not fast enough. We use a small guy. Well, he's not big enough. They get pushed around. I don't know what you're going to do. Just make sure you're a good tackler after they catch it.
2nd and 4. Let's set the defensive starters. This is 3rd down. The Saints get set at the line, needing to get to the 30 for a first. Breeze standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. And that's a gain of 9.
You got to be agile when you make these kind of catches, running these short drag routes across the field. That time we saw the agility of the receiver. Nice catch.
The Saints will take the snap from the 35. Mario Davis makes the play on the quarterback.
Of course, when you get blindsided, especially nowadays in this league where they do everything they can to make sure that quarterback doesn't get hit, that's devastating to take that kind of hit.
The Cowboys defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. They go draw. Met by Wilkerson that time. This defense is ready to pounce here early in this game as a 3rd and long play is coming up.
They sure are. There's no doubt about that. They got themselves in a good situation here. If I'm the quarterback now, 3rd and long, I would be very cautious and conservative.
The quarterback. That was very short work for the offense as the defense steps up and makes another nice go of it, forcing a punting situation.
Really good job by the defense. I like what they're doing out there. They're showing imagination and hustle. On the offensive side, that was terrible. They got to come up with a better plan than we've seen so far here early in this game.
Again from the 19. And the tackle is made at the 48-yard line. That return's good for about 33.
The Cowboys know there's 3 parts to every football game: offense, defense, and special teams. What a play for the special teams here. Good punt return, good blocking. They get it done.
First down at the 48. Kenny Vaccaro reads that one and makes the pick.
Kenny Vaccaro has good speed. Did a great job at the University of Texas. That time he read the quarterback and gets in position and picks off the pass for the Saints.
The Saints heading back out there on offense, hoping to improve on their last possession, which ended rather quickly with a punt.
Yeah, I think what they got to do, they got to come out and be a little more creative. Get the defense off guard. Make them think over there. That was too generic what they did on the offensive side. If you want to score, show some ingenuity.
Second down and 2 to go after the running play. Welcome back to this defensive showdown.
Defense is crowded the line of scrimmage. They're trying to confuse the quarterback.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. And the second quarter is underway. And they get the sack.
Outside linebackers who can get to the quarterback, they are a rare breed in the NFL because it takes talent, size, speed, everything to do it as a linebacker, and we saw it that time on display.
Breeze in shotgun formation. Brandon Cooks makes the catch. And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down.
You got to be able to adjust when you run these drag routes across the field. The throw cannot always be right on target. Can you reach behind, make the catch, and keep going full speed? That's the sign of a good receiver.
Smith nearly comes away with the pick on that pass. It's second down now, right around 3 minutes remaining before halftime. Breeze from the shotgun. It's intercepted. We've got a tight one early in the second quarter, and now the offense will look to build on the lead coming off the interception.
Yeah, you know, it was a good job by the defense taking nothing away from them. But what was the offense thinking with that play call and that throw by the quarterback?
The Cowboys offense now will try to sustain a drive after giving the ball away just a few minutes ago before their defense came up with a play to return the pigskin.
Man, they should thank the defense bailing them out of trouble getting that turnover. You're right, they're just giving the football away, not being conscious of holding it the right way. It's just been sloppy play on the offense.
Gurley's going to secure the handoff. And they bring him down at the 33-yard line. Gurley's lined up in a single back formation. Second down, 3 for the first. And Gallette's able to read that play and make the hit.
The Saints defensive coordinator, my gosh, he is one happy guy. Anytime you get in the backfield and stop a runner and make him lose yards, that's some good stuff.
Last play before the 2-minute warning. Midway second quarter. Takes the hit, throws. Halftime is coming up, but first we reach the 2-minute warning. And now as we return to the field, there's just 2 minutes to go here, and a big fourth down play coming up. The Cowboys from the 37. Witten's going to pull in the bullet pass. That's his first reception today. The Cowboys roll the dice and pick up the first on fourth down.
Yeah, I like that analogy. Roll the dice. Sometimes you got to take a chance and hope it comes up 7. Well, I don't know about the 7, but they pick up the first down.
After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Gurley has the good catch. That's a gain of only a yard. Second and 10. And it's swatted away.
Gets tight down here in the red zone. So if you're a defender, read the quarterback. If you make a quick break on the football, hey, you get in a position like this, you can knock it down.
The Cowboys come to the line, and they put their receivers in a bunch formation. 3rd and 10. And there's Witten. And gains about 1.
I think that's playing it pretty safe, throwing that short pass on 3rd and long. I thought he had a chance to throw it down the field. He just couldn't pull the trigger and let it go.
They bring back out the offense to go for it. The Saints lined up in the nickel. Throw it over the middle. The Cowboys turned the ball over on downs. The Saints have had trouble protecting their quarterback today. Breeze been under a lot of heat today, Phil.
Well, saying they are struggling with pass protection is an understatement. The offensive line, they're just having an awful day.
The Saints defense probably in shock that the offense went for it on 4th and long, and they come up with the stop.
Well, look, I'm in shock. I don't even know what to say. You know, I like to talk a lot. That leaves you speechless. You're going to have to answer a lot of questions when this game is over about that decision.
That's his 3rd catch of the day.
Good job by the offense going the hurry-up offense. You do this to get the plays in, but also you want to conserve the timeouts.
Nice catch. The Saints call the timeout. Their first. Coming to the line at the 27. Let's see how they back up the big play here. And they deck the quarterback. And there's a timeout, so we'll take fun with them. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Breeze got it in the gun. And he's taken down once more for the sack.
I like this decision by the coach to go with the hurry-up offense here late in the first half. You can't be worried about making mistakes. Sometimes you got to be aggressive.
And that pass is just thrown away. This frustrating first half continues, Phil. It appears that the offense has been non-existent.
It has been non-existent. You know what? When you play these games, you got to come out and fight, and there was no fight in this offense in the first half.
No chance to return this one as that punt is headed to the sidelines. Brown's not really established himself in this game yet, but as he heads onto the field for the next drive, he can at least take comfort in the fact that his team has the lead.
Yeah, I think you're right there, Jim, and I think also the coaches must get him involved. You always want to get your star players involved, especially when you're talking about a wide receiver, throwing some easy passes, let him get going, and watch this offense even take off for him.
You know these wideouts, they want the football. Even if the team's leading, they're not happy until they get their hands on the football, right?
Yeah, I think we call those people prima donnas.
The Cowboys break huddle and show a jumbo look. He's hit as he throws it. This next play comes from the 30. Second down and 10. Going deep. Kenny Vaccaro in on the interception. And this will be coming out to the 20 as he thinks better of running it out of the end zone this time. Not much has gone right for this team, Phil, but the interception might just be the spark that the offense can feed off of before halftime.
Yeah, if you want a spark on the offensive side, you got to get the offensive line to play better. When they play better, it helps all the skilled people. That's what needs to happen right now.
We've reached halftime, and we'll be sending it back to our studio and Larry Ridley as we continue with the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Larry, thanks a lot. Second half just about to get underway here as the special teams are about to head back onto the field. Again, takes the hit and is brought down. The Cowboys are experiencing a little bit of a drought here offensively, having gone 3 straight possessions without a score. What do you think needs to be done to buck that trend here, partner?
I'd say it's a little more than a drought. This is some awful offense, and there's many things you've got to do. You've got to tell your offensive line to pick things up. When the offensive line is aggressive, it gives all the stars a chance to succeed, and that's what they've got to do here. Offensive line, get it going.
Gurley's lined up as the single back. The Cowboys take it from the 28. And incomplete. What a hit that time.
Well, it's do or die right now, and you've got to go ahead and make the call to give your offense a chance to get this first down. And I know this team, they have a lot at their disposal. I think there's a play in there that's going to give them a good chance.
Going to be dropped for the sack. That's going to bring up 4th down after just a 3-play series.
Well, it's a game of chances in the NFL. It's 3rd down. The defensive coordinator said, let's get after this quarterback. He sends the extra guys. He blitzes him, and they get there before the quarterback can react.
He's going to try and return this one. They'll mark him at the 41. That return's good for about 12.
Look at that. Everybody at the line of scrimmage. The defense showing a blitz.
They bring in the extra tight end. First down at the 41. Josh Hill on the reception. Hill's tackled down after a gain of 5. Pass complete, but did not get them to first, so it's 2nd down now. The Saints come to the line with a bunch set. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with 2 hands.
Well, I think we all know the situation here. It's a close game in the second half, and you're losing, but you pick up a first down. Oh, my gosh, that opens up many more possibilities, what you can do on the offensive side. Good job by the offense.
The line of scrimmage, the 35. Now 1st and 10. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it.
Well, when you have good team speed on the defensive side, you can make plays just like this. You can get it in the backfield and tackle the running back for a loss.
The Saints from the 37. Mark Ingram carries the football. And at the 37, he'll be brought down. Set up now at the 37. Spiller's lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback. 3rd down and 12. The pass down the field by Drew Brees. That's his 4th catch of the day.
Jim, when you get inside the other team's red zone, inside the 20-yard line, and you're down some points, you're thinking touchdown in these situations.
1st and goal. Smith's there that time for the tackle. That's 2nd down coming up. They'll call on the services up, and he's in for the touchdown. They've tied it up just as we're on the brink of the 4th quarter. What a time to find the end zone.
Well, you know, I don't know what on the brink is or where that is. All I know is you're right. It's late in the 3rd quarter, and that was a big score. Boy, the defense has got to be deflated by the effort they gave on that drive.
He's got a chance to return this one. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. The Cowboys defense has stepped up big time here today, Phil. You know, when we met with the teams yesterday, we kind of walked away thinking this might be an offensive shootout, but that's certainly not been the case at all.
No, it hadn't been the case, and you know what that tells us? Even the coaches don't know what's going to go on sometimes on game day. You can practice all week, and you think the game's going to be slanted on one side, and it turns out to be the opposite, but this has been good. Defenses have been dominant and fun to watch.
With the contact, the ball comes out. After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. The give, this time to the fullback. Third down. We'll have one more play before the quarter expires. The quarterback with the give to the fullback. Picks up 8 here. The fourth quarter is about to get underway, and we've got a tie game. This one's been fun to call, partner.
Yeah, it sure has. It has been fun, Jim. I love low-scoring games where there's a lot of pressure on the calls, pressure on the players. We've seen that, and it's going to be a fun finish.
That leads us to second down. The Cowboys approach the line, and they're going with their jumbo package. They'll go ground. Slashing to the right side. Tackle made by Browner that time.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time, and they stopped the play for a short gain.
Third down and 8. Looking across the middle and intercepted. What a huge swing that interception could be with this game tied in the fourth quarter, Phil.
Absolutely, Jim. Mistakes in the second half, they can always hurt you. But when you get in the fourth quarter and you throw an interception, usually you're going to lose that game.
First down at the 50. Ball is out. Recovery by the offense. Donald's in on the tackle.
Nice job by the offense that time. Even though they fumbled the football, quick enough and smart enough to get on it right away.
Not much time left here, and the defense will need to come up with a stop to maintain the time. The Saints snap it at the 41.
Saints running back that time, he makes a bad decision. You can't be looking to make every play a big play when you're running the football. Look for a few yards, take advantage of that. He tries for the big play. What happens? He gets tackled for a loss.
2 minutes to go in the second half. Back now in this one, and time is running out here in the fourth quarter. Quarters formation here for the defense. The Saints will take the snap from the 35. That's a good tackle, and that's a quick 3 and out. And so now they'll bring out Morstead to punt. And a touchback. The offense comes onto the field after the punt. They can steer this game towards overtime, or they can gamble a little bit and go for the win.
Jim, I would not gamble in a situation like this. You have all the control on the offensive side, play it safe, and you hope somebody breaks a play to get that offense going. Then you can gamble and try to go for the score.
Winston set in the pistol. First down at the 20. Throws the pass. The defender able to knock it away. Second down after the incompletion. The Saints defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. Tight ends in motion here. Witten's there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it. Third catch today so far. This play set up by the long gainer. Witten's got it on a pass that had some heat. So right into the hurry-up offense they go into this 2-minute situation.
Yeah, these guys, all these pros, they've been doing this stuff since they were in high school running the 2-minute offense, so I know they're ready for it.
The 37 is the line of scrimmage. Second and 10. Fullback takes the handoff. Following the run, it's now 3rd and 7. Takes it from the eye. He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down. The Cowboys are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. The Cowboys getting set now for what would be a winning field goal on an afternoon we will long remember. They'll bring out the kicking team. A field goal try to take the lead here in the 4th quarter. Didn't have the distance. They needed to make that long field goal to take the lead, but it's not to be here in the late stages.
Long field goals are not automatic. We know that. We see kickers miss them from time to time, but the defense, now can they step up and do their job and get the ball back to the offense one more time?
And it's incomplete. Had to look to the end zone, but the defense comes up huge on the final play to preserve the victory. So here in overtime, the rules change. If you receive the ball first and get a touchdown, the game is over. However, if you take the ball down on your first drive and only manage a field goal, the other team will have a chance to tie or win the game. And if both teams get field goals on their opening drives, the next team to score from there will win the game. The Cowboys seemingly had everything going early with the passing game, but it's been a big change since. Winston's tried to adjust to the defense, but it hasn't worked out.
Well, he's tried, but listen, there's nothing he can do about the offensive line. It's not been as sharp, and I'll tell you what, when an offensive line is not sharp, our quarterback's going to lose confidence.
Second down and 8. And he'll hand it off to the fullback. Brought down at the 32. An extra tight end on the field for this one. He's going to get another carry. Tackle made by Bird that time. First down at the 39. And there's only 2 yards to be found right there. After the 2-yard carry, it sets up second down and 8. He'll get it again. They're all over him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 1. Now looking at third down. The Cowboys line up in the pistol offense. Over to Witten with the reception. That's 5 receptions on the day. First down following the long play. He'll throw it over the middle. It's Whitten. Gains 20. Thompson's in the backfield. Single back set. First down and 10. Here's the handoff. Gillette's in on the tackle. It's now second down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. Intercepted. That brings the play to an end.
Wonderful job by the defense that time. They stayed after it, and inside their own 20, they finally come up with the play. They get the interception, and they keep the other team from getting points on the board.
First down at the 32. Donald's all over the ball carrier. It's now second down. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Breeze is going to take it from the shotgun. Makes the catch in the open field. Gains 19. The Saints will use a timeout here. They'll talk it over before running a play on first down. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. And Ingram's got it on the handoff. This will be second down.
Defense crowd the line of scrimmage. Look out. This could be a blitz.
Breeze in shotgun formation. The ball is knocked out. Following that incompletion, it sets up third and 10. C.J. Spiller is in the backfield. Leonard Williams runs down the quarterback. The Saints will punt the football. Favorable bounce this time as it's headed to the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys. Bill, what's the issue with this team? This offense specifically. 3 straight drives without a score.
Well, Jim, I'd say this. It's bad coaching. I just hate what they're trying to do on the offensive side. They're not putting their players in position to give them a chance to compete against this defense. They've got to change things up, give their offense a chance, and give these players a chance.
It's been all about the defenses today as we welcome you back to the action. Coming up, second down. The Saints defense now is going to go nickel. He'll take the first snap here in overtime. The ball is taken out of his hands.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good, and the football falls incomplete.
The Saints set at the line. Dime package. Third and 7. And that's going to be a 3 and out. They're in punting formation. He's got a chance to return this one. And a run back of about 4. The Saints will attempt to get a little something going here on offense. This game has come to a little bit of a halt as we've seen 2 punts in a row.
Well, what has to happen in a situation like this, Jim, You need the offensive coach to dial up a play to give you something where it's going to catch the defense by surprise, and it's going to work. And it's not about you just making the play. It's about the coach designing a play that works easily for the athlete.
It's Earl Thomas who makes the tackle.
Ingram's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
Breeze from the shotgun. The Saints now moves the chains. That's his third catch of the day. How about the way he always locks in and concentrates on the catch?
And he's got hands like glue. When you shake his hand, he can break yours because that's how strong we are. So not surprised to see him just reach out and just snatch the football out of the air. Ingram's trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
Watson's out wide on the left. Second down and 9. And he hauls it in.
A lot of times you look at the drag route and you think that's the safety valve. You know what? It is. The quarterback is always taught to look down the field. If there's nobody open, throw it to the drag route coming across the field. That time they did it. It was just short from getting the first down.
We're back. Only 2 minutes remain in this one.
Look out here. They're going to blitz. They're all packing the line of scrimmage.
Third down and 2. They'll run it with Mark Ingram. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down. Quarters formation here for the defense. A little jumpy there by that defensive front.
Encroachment, defense. Still first down.
Watson's the receiver, sent out wide to the left. It'll be 1st and 5. And Ingram's met at the 30. Second down after going to the ground game the first play. C.J. Spiller. Just 23 yards to the end zone. It's a 2 tight end formation. First down at the 23. And Ingram's met at the 23. Second down here. The Cowboys with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. And a flag comes out.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Players from both sides making an appeal, but the officials saw it on the defense. He'll try this one from 35. The kick is good. So for Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nance saying so long for now.